So with our C Phrygian Lydian combination, why do we do this? If you start in C down here, here's C Ionian, and then you get C Dorian. When you get to C Phrygian, you're going to look for where the 7 is down here, and I can arpeggiate it. Right there, that's a C shaped, because remember, C down here. Okay, now this is the minor version of it, starting on the 7th. That's 7, 3, 5, 7 is your C minor shaped E minor, or 3 minor, okay, starting from the B. Then in the same cage we can get the 4th, which is the C major shaped 4 major, or F, and the key is C. Alright, so that's what I wanted to look at that and see how that worked, and how it kind of walked along, almost like a full caged inversion. So we have the 7 inversion, we have the 6 inversion, we have the 2 inversion, or something like that. Where we're just doing different inversions of the same arpeggio. So the Mixolydian would start on the 2nd. It's going to be major. 2nd is the 5th of the G, right? Just like that up to the 2, and then it does a little D-shaped G up there. Alright, and down here you got a little D-shaped D-shaped F there. And that's, believe me, that's not by chance. That's all mapped out. So remember, these are in line. So these are lined up right here. So we've got, in this cage, we've got a D-shaped 5 here. Alright, now this isn't part of, we're not doing the 5th here, we're doing the 4th and the 3rd. Up here, we're looking for that D-shaped. We're not getting that, because that D shape is listed under a C shape there on the 5th, because as you know, there's a little D-shaped C in the C box, right? Which is part of this D, really, that's below it, where you usually can't play that. Kind of a mini little C there. Alright, so we're going to finish up this topic and get to today's chart. So the same thing occurs with G. Instead of 2nd inversion of all these guys where you're doing something like with G, it's root, so it's going to be let's look at that. We've got the G major, the 2nd minor, okay? Now remember, this is going to be in root. So actually it wouldn't be, that was wrong. It's not starting from the G, it's starting from the C. Okay, so here's root C, here's the 3rd, this is the G, just like regular. So the bottom 3 strings of the G shaped modal scale is exactly C, E, G. It's 1, 3, 5, 2, 4, 6, 3, 5, 7, 4, 6 root, 5, 7, 2. And that's what it is, okay? So it's root 3, 5, 2, 4, 6, 3, 5, 7. Okay, then up a half step to 4, 6 root. 5, 7, 2, 6 root 3. Okay, and then we get back over here to the mess of the Locrian, which is 7, 2, and 4, but the 4 is on the same string there. So we're going to get to the Locrian. We have to give it extra attention. But that's how this works with the G shape, is root on the bottom. The C shape is first inversion on the bottom, so it'd be everybody starting here, 5 root 3, with that A minor. Alright, so let's move ahead now. We're going to finish up with this, with today's chart. There it is. There it is. We bounced back charts. Alright, ignore this for now. This is just where a 7 half diminished seventh, which means it's including the sixth, where these notes fall on the unwarped patterns. This would be the bottom 4 strings only if you just wanted to do it simply. We look here. Here's our regular cages, okay, of half diminished. We only have a few minutes to cover this. It's not easy. What's going on up here, first of all? What's going on? Alright? We've got, if you take a C, a regular C chord like this, and you lower everything by 1, so you're doing one of these, and you lowered everything by 1, you get something like, okay, so okay, that's what I'm doing here. Now it would look like, that's why I messed it up on the guitar, because it's not easy. It would be the 5 goes to a 4. That's what that is. Sorry, I didn't play that right away. So these are the raw down 7 scales. I call them down 7 because instead of doing the C, there, and all those notes, including the 6th, but the 6 isn't listed up here, are listed here. So this would be the raw shapes breaking out of the cage, because you've got, it's expanding like a slinky, it's like silly putty, it's expanding out of the normal C cage. So just like a staircase arpeggio, say we want to start a C staircase arpeggio, and then we go major third, but it's warped up. Okay, you see that G? That G went out of the G cage. It was, so we would have to play that G somewhere else. Actually, we couldn't get it, or it was actually this G. All right. The same thing happens with the half diminished. When we just substitute that, we hit a brick wall with it, right? So C would be, this would be your normal cage. Remember, this one's expanded down the neck from our normal E, low E here. It's gone down to the 2. So here is the second one up is the normal cage. So you can see where C would be 5 root 3 5 root. That's C or Ionian. You know, whatever, it applies to any key, but in the key of C it's simpler. If you lower each one of these, so instead of going 5 root 3 5 root, you take it down to the B half diminished. It would go 4 to 7 down there, the 2 drops down there, okay, and then to the 4 again, to go to a different string would be even further down here, you know, and then to the 7. We get back up there a little bit, okay, and notice that's an augmented 4th plus a warped over 4th, so that's why it looks like a mirror image of a minor interval. practically is.